All right, man. Pray for Jamaica. Pray for Jamaica. So yesterday, I actually reacted to some people that were stuck before this Hurricane Melissa, got made landfall. But I guess moments ago, or not too long ago, it recently made landfall in Jamaica. So let's go ahead and see how that is affecting them.
Yeah, good afternoon to you guys. Breaking news, the huge historic hurricane, 185 miles per hour, Category 5 Hurricane Melissa, just made landfall in New Hope, Jamaica, moments ago. That is in the southwestern quadrant of this island of nearly 3 million people. It is ravaging the area. We have reports already that the National Power Company down there has roofs that have been torn off in that region, and those regions are to the east of where that landfall was, as winds are gusting here and rain beginning to pick up as these outer bands. This is only going to get worse where we are at in north central Jamaica. We are about 50 miles to the east of Montego Bay, and unfortunately, Montego Bay, the massive tourism center for this great country, this storm is headed right directly up into that area.
Yeah, from the map, it looked like the Montego Bay area is cooked, yo. See, you got the eye of the storm going straight through it. You got Kingston over here. Pretty sure that's gonna get a lot of damage. And then after that, it's gonna make its way to Cuba after Montego Bay. But man, it's gonna be a lot of damage, man. Hopefully nobody loses their life to this.
Landfall was, as winds are gusting here and rain beginning to pick up as these to the east of Montego Bay, and unfortunately Montego Bay, the massive tourism center for this great country, this storm is headed right directly up into that area. About 25,000 tourists are still here, according to officials at the Minister of Tourism, and they are protecting.
Dang, 25,000 tourists are still there as well. They can't leave at earliest they can leave on Thursday. Crazy.
All those folks inside the resorts, locking everyone down and making sure that they are as safe as possible. Unfortunately, power outages are persistent all over the island right now, nearly 40%, and that number is probably higher already. That's the last number from 2 hours ago. 40% of the island is out of power. Mobile activity, about 25-30% is done, so comms will likely go in many of the areas. The good news, at least if there is,
Man, and that was an estimate of a flight out of there, man. Like the power's out in 40% or more of the island. I don't know, man. I mean, it's Wednesday morning where I'm at in Thailand, so it's still Tuesday night. So maybe in the next 48 hours they'll be able to get some flights going, but I don't know.
Is Kingston, which is on the other side of the island, on the harbor, is not going to get these hurricane force wind gusts. They'll have tropical winds, but there could be some stability in that area despite the 2 feet, maybe even more of rain that is going to fall and create flash flooding scenarios. But I say that because the Kingston airport is key to getting aid in and out of Jamaica at this point. Because right now, Montego, there's just no chance that that airport is going to sustain these winds. This hurricane could.
Yeah, so the Montego Bay Airport is cooked, so they're probably going to have to get people in and out through Kingston.
Be a Category 5 still as it heads north with a slight wobble to the east and out of Jamaica. Amazing. If that is the case, then there is going to be historic devastation on the western end of the island, all the way to even where we're
You know it's bad when they see historic devastation.
at in the central part. They're doing their best as far as officials here over the past several days to make sure that people have been prepared. They've evacuated folks from low ground areas on the southern shores, and people in Kingston and other areas have been boarding up all their homes and businesses. Having said all of that, there's not a place on planet Earth that can sustain or survive in some areas 185-mile-an-hour winds, and this will go down as one of the strongest to ever make landfall in the Atlantic Basin. Remarkable scenes. The problem going forward is, will there humanitarian crisis? Will there be lack of communication? Will the power be able to come back, and will aid get in to help all the people that are going to be impacted, including
Yeah, this gonna be Jamaica Katrina level stuff for them, man.
the
As far
25,000
as not being able to get the aid and the communication. I mean, they're an island, so they've been through hurricanes and they know about hurricanes. So hopefully they got a plan, but
tourists
I don't think they had a plan for the 25,000 tourists to still be there. But luckily, the resorts are taking them.
that are in Montego Bay right now. Conditions will deteriorate even more here for us in the coming hours. We hope we can keep a signal and keep reporting and bring this historic moment to all of our viewers.
Bring this historic moment to all of our viewers, man. Yeah, man. Pray for Jamaica, the Jamaicans, and the tourists, man. The tourists trying to get home. The Jamaicans trying to keep their homes, trying to make sure he's safe. Because when you think about it, like, I don't know if y'all ever been to Jamaica, but so you got Montego Bay here and Kingston here, but there's so many little towns and cities along these routes, a bunch of little waterways, waterfalls, rivers, all that stuff. All that stuff gonna be flooded. Yeah, man, it's gonna be, and then they thrive off tourism, especially like the Montego Bay area. A big part of their economy is the tourism, so that's gonna be cooked for a while as well. So luckily, I'm sure they have relationships with other countries that will, help them out some. Jamaica is it's not Haiti, right? Haiti went through that earthquake, and most other countries kind of just looked the other way. And that's mostly because of Haiti's history. But people like Jamaica, at least like more so. Well, I'd say Jamaica has a better reputation, as a place that people would want to help. So, yeah, man. Well, I guess we'll see out at least by tomorrow. Check out and see, like, videos of the damage and the flooding and, hopefully the low death toll, y'all stay safe out there if you're out there in Jamaica, man, or wherever you are in the world. Lay out. I'm up.